So today, I started my day by watching Jurassic World Rebirth. And I gotta say, this is definitely one of July's big-budget releases. It's getting a worldwide release, and honestly, the franchise is already popular across the globe. This is the 7th movie in the Jurassic Park series. And while it kind of works as a standalone film, it also feels like a part of a much larger universe. Even if you don't know much about the franchise, or haven't followed all the details, you'll still understand what's going on. Basically, dinosaurs have somehow come back to life. That alone is enough to get you into the movie. But yeah, if you've seen the previous films, you'll notice a bunch of small details and Easter eggs that make the experience a little richer. Now, if I talk about my personal theater experience watching this, it felt pretty much the same as all the previous movies in the franchise, meaning the film doesn't really deliver anything new. Let's talk a little deeper about that. The plot is super simple. Honestly, it's very familiar. Not just for Jurassic Park, but for a lot of adventure/sci-fi films in general. You know the formula. There's a big pharmaceutical company, and the owner wants some dinosaur DNA to make some kind of new medicine. So he forms a team. There's an army guy or girl, a guide, a doctor, a few more people, and they all head to an island to collect the DNA and come back. That's it. You've seen this plot a dozen times in other movies. King Kong, Godzilla, Journey to the Mysterious Island. It's the same blueprint. And once again, the same story is served to us. Like I said, the film doesn't really deliver anything fresh in terms of story or structure. You don't come out of the theater thinking, wow, that was something new. That said, just like other movies in this genre, it does keep you glued to your seat. There are definitely edge-of-your-seat moments. Some intense sequences, some fun ones, and even a few that feel overwhelming, in a good way. You do get to feel what it might be like if this actually happened in real life. Watching giant dinosaurs, strange hybrid creatures, and how humans deal with them. This adventure does reach you through the screen and gives you those thrilling vibes. So no, you're not going to feel bored watching it. The characters are likable, the journey is engaging. But again, you've seen this exact journey before with different characters in different movies. And that's kind of the issue. Jurassic Park, as a franchise, seems to be struggling with where to go next. They're clearly unsure about what new ideas they can bring to the table. There's no bold experimentation, no fresh angle with the hybrid creatures. Also, there are moments where you really have to put logic aside, like the technology they use or just how absurd some of the scenes are. But when it comes to pure entertainment, the movie still delivers just like it did 10 or 15 years ago. One thing that did feel disappointing was the ending. Early in the movie, they set up this joint dinosaur, like it's going to be the big final threat, some kind of major climax. But when the ending arrives, they just show it briefly and it's over. It really felt like they were setting up something huge, but then maybe ran out of budget for the VFX and just wrapped it up in a hurry. That felt pretty weak. And then there are a lot of character deaths that don't really hit emotionally, because they didn't spend time building those characters up. So when they die, you just don't feel that connection. Still, I'll say this, fans of Jurassic Park will enjoy the movie. There's nostalgia, especially with the music. The soundtrack is used really well. Whether you grew up in the 90s or you're a kid now, you've probably watched a Jurassic Park movie at some point. So that music really adds to the theater experience. The performances are solid, the direction is good. But overall, the movie doesn't offer anything new. If you're looking for the same kind of experience you've already had with other Jurassic Park or Jurassic World films, then this movie does a good job replicating that. You'll see hybrid creatures, giant dinosaurs, cool action scenes, and some thrilling moments. But yeah, you can't help but feel like the plot is super basic, especially for 2025 standards. It's like they took a two-line concept and stretched it into a full-length movie, with the adventure carrying it more than the actual story or characters. So I'd recommend this film only to people who enjoy watching this kind of adventure on the big screen. But if you're looking for something unique, with a strong plot or fresh perspective, then this one might not be for you.